Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Disco Elysium. I still don't know which pronunciation is right. But anyway, we are here right under the body, hanging in the street for a considerable amount of days. And we've been indulging in drinking and doing other things so far, instead of dealing with the corpse at hand. So I think right now we should examine it finally and probably slowly start to do whatever we need to do to get this out of a tree. Let's do it! The corpse looks at you with bulging wide eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. Ew. You seem to be holding your breath. Look down. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. Let go of your nose without throwing up. I don't think it is possible. It's just 8% chance, and I don't really want to throw up right now, so I will say, God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Active decay. The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging. He's about to blow! The cup's gonna blow, Kuno! Let go of your nose without throwing up. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More even than odor. It fills your mind, flashing you from within. Try to walk away. Oh. The sounds! Too late. It's impossible to keep it in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst. Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. I'm sorry. It's okay, happens to everyone. Lieutenant hands you his white handkerchief. Keep it. Thanks, wipe your mouth. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. Ammonia, I see, not ammonia. What was I even thinking? You think ammonia would help? If you can handle the headache, he notes. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. Cadaverine odor. All the new words. But not you? I can't handle the headache. It's more likely he can't handle the smell, unlike you. Okay. Okay, where do we get ammonia from? There's Frieden nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, he points to the greenhouse. There's a greenhouse here, and the gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell. Having the ammonia is a modifier to the endurance check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them. Okay, turn away then. So I'll do that. What is this? Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copotype. Jesus. Wait, there are copotypes? Oh, the type of a cup, of course. Yes. Guess what's yours? Cool cup? No, you're the sorry cup. The cup who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. Okay, but what are the other copotypes? Oh, you know, Apocalypse Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cup, Liquid Shadow Cup, but you're too sorry to say those things, so here we go. Won't the other copotypes be jealous? What? Jealous of the sorry cup? I think they'll be fine, don't worry. They'll be super fine. It will be totally okay. You can dual copotype from sorry to anything. Fucking... They should be sorry. Yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up. You know, actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind. No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance. I'm sorry. Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this. Like info, or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1,000,000. I'm a bit sorry, okay? I'm not super sorry. I'm a bit sorry for what I've done. That won't happen. Thank you, Logic. So we do have a fodden here. This is 45%. We also have rigorous self-critique. You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent, a flagrant cop bunk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Mazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat of 9 tails. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. Okay. That's sad. But still, I mean, roleplay-wise, this seemed to fit my current character better. Can I internalize 2 things at once? I can! Good to know. Alright, so Lonesome Long Way Home is being processed in here, while Rigorous Self-Critique is being processed right now. Okay, so let me go forward and let's see what's there. The skid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Okay. What about here? Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Can I actually enter this greenhouse? Probably somewhere through here. Let me just make sure that I see everything. Oh, where are you, kid? You, kid. Hello.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
I really don't want to snuff your shit, but that's okay. Take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions. Take another step closer.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Listen, child. The smell is so bad that I threw up and I was wondering...
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Okay. Can I continue now?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, Kutta Vittu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Okay.
Don't be traumatizing here! Get the fuck out of here!
Okay. That's fine. I'm sorry. Okay. What about this thing? What is this? I want to see. This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says "Reeling in Rags." There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it. Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there? Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. Then we should open it immediately. He leans in to inspect the lock. How do we get the lock open? We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage. Or, Lieutenant. Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. I could jam the tool under the lid and pull, but this requires legendary. Oh, because I do not have the tool in my hands. That's okay. I'm going to leave us for now. What about here? Letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above the sending. I wonder what will happen if I will actually equip this item. So, the pry bar, right? This is what I have. I want to equip it. And I want to check out if this will give me a bigger chance of doing this. This is still 8%. Okay, I'm going to leave this. We don't want that. Let's go around, let's see what's there. What's in my ledger? There's a lot of things they need to do. Still, the day's pretty young. There's still a lot of things we can do in the city before we get the debrief with this guy. So let me do that. What is there? This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Okay. Oh, there's something here too. Wait a second. I want to make sure to check the container. Another one. Take all. Money. That's what I needed. And I got 20 cents. Exactly what I needed in here. It's almost enough to pay the freaking guy at the bar. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. Eternit. Why am I looking at this pile of the roofing material? Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid palette. Easy on the eyes. It's not. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. What feeling? Hard to say, it's gone now. Feelings pass, you see, especially the small ones. What is this? It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Okay, suspicious. I'm going to leave it be as for now. Can I actually go there? Get out? I think it's like all the way around. But I want to go here. Okay, so I can't actually enter there unless through the building. This is all checked. This is checked. This is checked. Can I go here? Can I actually go there? No, not yet. Alright, let me go here then. Let's get out of this place. I want to check everything. What is this? An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Main hall, building A. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver. Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Sorry, I was just trying random doorbells. I didn't have anything important. Please don't do that. Doorbells are no toys, and this one isn't even working properly. Please don't call us again, thank you. Single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. I'm gonna call everyone. Andro Orlando Hair SCA. No one answers, okay. Boxing for young athletes and gym. All you hear is static, but no one answers the call. 24-hour window. Nothing happens. Emma's Fashion Atelier. Wait a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. Fabron's taxi. The rest has been burned off. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. Slipstream SCA. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but it isn't saying anything. Hello, is anyone there? Yes, hello, this is Tricentennial Electrics. This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static. Have you come to place an order? Yes, I've come to place an order. My god. The lieutenant exchanges a look with you. Sorry? It's you, my god, I didn't think I would hear your voice again. It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you? Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life. Michelle, just please. She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static. Why'd you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. She sounds like she's shaking. I thought you didn't care. Of course I care. Just that I've been going through some tough time. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. Okay. A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget. Forget about what? She sounds like she's about to cry. Hello? She doesn't answer. You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting? Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. What just happened? Oh no, God, I picked the other one. Sorry. I get it, you don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. That fits. It's okay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box. It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient. Alright, it's a goodbye then. This is very interesting. You know? This is a white check. I'm going to go back there when I'm going to have a higher chance. Or maybe I can check it out again. Failure. No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do. Okay. But this is something that... Forgetting. We did forget and she forgot. I'm very interested and curious about what's going on in there. What about... empty card? This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet. He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. What about Fortress Accident SCA? Silent. Revachol Ice City. Main hall building B whirling in rags. They do want to talk to you. Okay. East Delta Pinball. Silence. No one answers your call. Alright. Leave then. If that's the case. What about this thing? What is this? Rue de Saint-Ghislain 8B. And what is inside this trash? There are balloons inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. I need to get a bag for myself. Okay, I'll do that later on. What about here? This post-11 Turier mail correction box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. Good mail delivery box. Pat the box. The box seems happy. Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the Khan and Saint G of a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore and best set mailbox also. A Filio mail collection box. I healed morale! The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow. Leave. I'm not going to kick it. I'm fine. I healed it! Hooray! What is there? What is this? This book has a rose, a pistol and a half-naked dame on its cover. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. That's bad. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Ooh, my favorite kind of a book.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Are you selling hentai, my dear girl? I am the law.
I know, sir.
She stamps her feet to feel warmer.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of a store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold your horses, little girl. Don't be ridiculous, I know all these things. Okay, no, I don't. I'm role-playing as a clueless cop. What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She's unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting, thank you.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name? My name is Annette, sir. My mom, her name is Pleasance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register or organizing the stock. The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something. Feel free to stop in and browse our wares. And you're standing here in the cold because... I'm signaling that the store is open, she nods eagerly. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people. A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold. Such a good trooper you are, already learning it. Oh my god. I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Is that what Communist Cop is about? Okay, such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work. Pat her head. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help Mom out with the store. She smiles and stands upright like a little soldier. But shouldn't you be at school or something? I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help mom to keep this place running. What is school anyway? School? She wraps her red chilled nose. Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people that run it, they say it's a charity. Isn't going to school more important than this? Mom says it's necessary to do both, because it builds character. Mom says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. How's the business going then? Mom says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being... She looks over her shoulder. Cursed. Okay. Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders. Cursed in what way? Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... She's looking for the right word. Ass up? She blushes. I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here. The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. Yes, she chirps. Please do look at your wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir. How does this curse manifest itself? It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. But Kim, the plasmic manifestations. No such thing. The lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious. The girl looks back and forth between you two. Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? What do you know about the other failed businesses? Nothing really, sir. My mom doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. She looks a bit disappointed. I don't really know what's there. Enough about the course, for now. Annette looks at your shaved, prickly chin. It distinctly contrasts with the oily mutton chops that surround it. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. What is a romance? It's a type of a book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. Or there could be a story about the poor lady getting a rich man. It's about a man and lady business, sir. What about when everyone is poor? That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Oh, this is so sad. Yeah, poor people are boring. No, sometimes you have to write about real life things. Not in romance books, sir. These are all about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. What about when both of the men are bad? These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. What if it's written really well? Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. What about the poor man getting a rich lady? It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. I see. Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People said about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. What about the book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mom. Yeah? You think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup? I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination, only it's really long and drawn out, scarred for life, phantom limb. No, I don't know. She looks at you with puzzlement. Doesn't it ring a bell? Alright, I'll ask your mom. Yes, she nods relieved. She knows books, yes. You clearly have issues you need to address. Later, when you get the chance, you should address these issues by getting drunk. That'll show them. That's enough romance for me. Bye. Okay, what are these books? I want to see them. I'm walking around with a pry bar. There's a book about pate. This book, I don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jan Kaus from Igaunia. Okay. A book about boideiro culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Can I go inside? I want to talk to the lady. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving to persons of power, like police officers. That is true. Okay, this is a bookstore. So what do we have in here? Gifts, books, and molten candy. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere. Storekeep, tell me about the Musselman books. Oh, Men from Heimdall, a very popular series of adventure novels. She looks at the book with some disdain. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Why are they so popular? Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. Sounds good! Which one should I start with? What does it matter? They're all the same. She rolls her eyes, then fiddles with her pendant. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I recommend Hyundarman, the Men from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series. I don't have money. Look for the display of books. Rows and rows of Hyundal blur your vision. You make out some titles. Men from Hyundal and the Mammoth Riders. Men from Hyundal return to Hyundal and the solipsistic Men from Hyundal and the Hyundal Men. Enough. The display rack before you is burdened under the piles of Men from Hyundal. Do any of these books call out to me? Nothing of interest, only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation. Leave. Alright then, if that's the case, what was there? I wanna know. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. Board games? A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by viral-related merchandise. Storekeep, what board games do you have here? Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulind, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Robriter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children. Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Wow, I have children? A family? It certainly feels like whatever you are will die with you. Aww. Look at me. Who wants to have children with me? Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically friends are a bit like family. She fiddles her pendant. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real. I don't have money. So what about all these viral things? Los Euros there, she shudders. No, role-playing games are popular among those types, you know. We're into those kinds of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. Role-playing games. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though. She looks at the table, crossing her arms. Look through the pile. An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katwak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and the Pick Your Path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Viral, Cavern of Velkrag. Anything that really catches my eye? There's a box that says Viral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module, the side panel notes, a fantastic adventure board game, new maps and miniatures, a sticker that displays 25 real. This is so much money. Goodbye. I wonder if I will get some money from her. Maybe she will give me some money. I need money. National Recipes of Arda. Okay. What about you, woman? Can I talk to you?
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber. Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavour. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Do you think so? A curious pendant you're wearing.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
She clutches the pendant and narrows her eyes as well. So are you the owner?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice high-pitched sounds familiar. You've talked to her before for the doorbell. She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right? Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Yeah. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Yeah. Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store. 10. She's certainly very polite and helpful. My precious! Her dedication brings joy to my heart! She immensely satisfied with the answer. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette's. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. She rolls her eyes. You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Depends. How much do you pay the kid? Good sir. What does a young kid do with money anyway? No, I save it for her. As a fund. She's securing her financial future out there. Oh, I guess I was mistaken. Indeed. Her voice is decisive and sharp as a knife. Are we done with the jokes now? I wanted to abolish child labor. Yes, we've had quite enough fun here, right? The lieutenant taps his foot. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Mind your own business, sir. Her posture becomes very rigid. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business. Okay, it's fine. I'm sorry. The girl outside... No, I'm not going to say that because she's going to be unhappy with her. So farewell, book peddler. What is there? Ooh, something secret. Honestly, secrets. You see a set of patterned curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtain? Nothing. Now please go back to browsing books. She fiddles with her pendant. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Pull open the curtains. Just as you are about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that! I told you it's off limits for the customers! Her hands has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. He looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people? But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. You do? She grabs her pendant, again visibly shaken. My God, even more reasons to not mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. I don't care, you can't stop me. I'll open them. No! She raises her hand to try and stop you. Please just talk to me, officer. Come here, let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. Rip them apart, this time for real. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen. I warned you! You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding! What do I mean? Seems okay. Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that manly haircut threatens your masculinity. No. Wooded door. A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Knock on the door. Only an echo. No one is there. Break down the door! I did it. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through the other side, but you've done it. The lieutenant stares at you as you stand there silent and brooding. You're not thinking of trying again, are you? Smash into the door and shout, "Fuck, it hurts!" Okay. What is happening? Where are we? Hello?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure! No, it's a gym, he disagrees. Though it looks like one's been here in ages. No one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages? Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we? Okay, let me equip my thing. Flashlight. Can I actually level up now? I can! I can level up my electrochemistry, which I would love to. There's empathy, authority, suggestion, charm and woman. Play the puppet master. That's beautiful. Volition, hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. That doesn't sound like me. I want something that sounds like me more, you know? Ready, aim and fire. See, hear and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Reaction speed. Sneak under their noses, stun with immense panache. I think we'll go for... I think we'll go for electrochemistry. Let me actually read more about that, if I can. Info. Electrochemistry is the animal within you, the beast longing to be unleashed to indulge and enjoy. It enables you to take drugs with fewer negative side effects. It also enables you to better investigate lurid matters. If you need to understand a chemical breakdown, or talk to someone blasted out of their mind, or understand sexual dynamics, electrochemistry is there to guide you. At high levels, electrochemistry makes you a man of unrestrained pleasure, an unrepentant Lothario who leers at people with a bottle of speed and plastic bendy straw in either hand. But with a low electrochemistry, you'll be too innocent to be effective. Without a working knowledge of drugs and sex, the city will be difficult to understand. You know what? I think it will be more fun to keep it low. Honestly. Like, it sounds like we should keep it low. What about empathy? Empathy breaks into the souls of others and forces you to feel what's inside. It enables you to notice social cues others may miss. Perhaps a hidden sadness you could coax out a little more. We could go for empathy. I'm actually trying to figure out what we need. What was actually... There were some checks that we had in the past. Can I check them somehow? The checks we had that we haven't been winning. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, this is still being done. That's all good. You know what? I want something for suggestion. That's what I want. That's cool. There we go. I want to basically make people believe in the very weird concepts of the world that I believe in. So I will go with that. Level this up. That's great. And accept changes and close. We have the flashlight in my hand. And what is this? And it's dripping from a punch bag. The poster says Cetius, 40s. The rest is worn off. What is this? Shot put ball. Okay, I can take it. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. A barbell lies on the floor. The collar has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum on the side of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell. You're right. The weights may fall off. Better not touch them. What kind of a bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony. It would be a violation of EPIS, the safety regulations, if the gym was still operating. But it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. Just a memory. Memory from another life, when you were young and fit. This is not going to work well, but I need to try. I'm going to die. Oopsie! You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell is wobbly and dangerous. Your hands stick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. Seems like I'm a little out of shape, or maybe these gloves just suck. Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip. The lieutenant agrees. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to heal my health, and I'm going to leave, because I just had 1 health and I don't want to die. Alright, so let's see what's there. If there's anything in here I need to check out. I don't think so. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest. What about going upstairs in here? The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. This is creepy. Hello? A large demijohn full of strange liquids. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Ooh. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. What is this? A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Can I talk to you again?
Yes?
Nothing. What is this? Oh, there's something there, I need to check it out. Blue velvet, soft to touch, mauve bitten. Is this Emma's atelier? Take all. What is this? Take all. Hey, we got 1 full real. That's pretty awesome. I could go there, but I want to see this first. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. Inspect the drawings. These little pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Varahamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. There's clearly a welkin supremacist, the note says. All non-welkin races will be purged. The Huldra, the Dwarg, the humans, and even the headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all. The lieutenant can't help but comment. An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. One of them is a welkin supremacist. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too. Kim nods at the welkin's facial hair. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the welkins. Just look at those details. So much effort. And for what? All gone. Inspect the photos. The photo collage depicts a barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, the trees groaning under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers by boreal dwarg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, the division also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat-death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Viral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." What about the schedule? This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimum, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Step back and look at something else. Your eyes glide over 4 sections of the imposing green chalkboard. What about the notes? The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans. Call in, tune out, Viral untethered, and heat death of the universe. Okay, someone's writing an RPG system in there. Interesting. RPG within the RPG. It's RPGception, guys. This appears to be some kind of a machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. "A radio computer," says the lieutenant, watching your circle around the machine. Just sitting here without anyone inside. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. Turn on the machine. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. Press play. Nothing happens. Look inside. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables being left tangling, disconnected. "This is where the memory should go," the lieutenant notes, observing the machine. Press print. Nothing happens. Okay. We need to find things for it. What is that? Frequency fireplace. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. These symbols seem very esoteric. What is this? Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV123, etc., etc. Some written notes too, sparse and cryptic. Unclear what the radio frequencies are for. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. This must be an elaborate piece of art. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations. All lead back to one red heart titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says this one can listen in on any station it wants. If it's a game, then who's playing? I want to play an RPG within the RPG. Can I do that? Whoever decides to call into a call-in station, it looks like. All of this gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off. My god, the lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhythm. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Why do you say that? The schedule, he nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding. What else? Squint at the lines. Nothing. It's just lines on marble, an echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. This is what happens with pen and paper companies making RPGs when people don't want to buy pen and paper books. It's sad. What about you?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. No, that's not it. I think... The lieutenant takes a step back, stippling his hands. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it. Make it work on radio computers. Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment. And this was a role-playing game? Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway, he points to the chalkboard. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the viral board game, with heat depth thrown in. So wait, they were making a video game with role-playing? This is beyond my imagination. I cannot really, no, this is impossible. How are they planning to do that? Through call-in stations, he nods at the fireplace. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think this was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Has anyone ever done this before? Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an intersolary game before. We just don't have the technology. It's like playing roleplay through the internet. This doesn't happen. What do you think happened to the company? No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Wow. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... The lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it, Kim. A half smile breaks out on his face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid, he says, looking around in the derelict room. The pipes howl and rat crosses on the floor. Okay, he concludes. Let's keep moving. Oh no, I wanna... Can I just ditch my detective work and become a game master? That's what I wanna do. What is this? I wanna see. Scribbled across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. This is great. I wanna see what's on the other side. Hello? Oh my goodness. Where are we? Hello? Money! It's whole 2 real! What is this? You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. Crack it open. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. Look inside the refrigerator. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. Take the note from the door. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. Okay. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. What is that giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He sees it in the light. They try to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore? I know, says the lieutenant. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge. The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. Close the door. I want to see the note I got. I got myself a note. Use interact button in the inventory to inspect the item. Is this one? A note from the fridge. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface. Does it say anything interesting? The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder. This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Read the note. Someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still there. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. That's the girl we saw outside. You'll find the filament memory with the offset copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home as soon as possible. It's important. I do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Suliswav. Remind me, what's a filament memory? It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. Oh, like an USB. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer. Oh, okay. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be? I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the iceberg fridge. Alright. We are going to check out somewhere here. Because I want to see that. Is that this thing? Probably. Ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. What is this? The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There is a hidden doorway there. Creepy. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. Look, there's a hole in the wall. There is, yes, and there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look? No, you do the honors. Sure, he nods and steps closer. Okay, here's some more rifles. None of these seem to be working, and... oh, his hand reaches in, rummaging in the dark. An old Bell McGrave rifle. That's rare to find in such a good order. Seems to no longer be functional, but still rare. Achoo, I'm sorry. Here. This should cheer you up. It's yours, officer. He hands you the gun. You found this place. What does this mean? A rifle here? It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future. He likes the finds. Where are we? Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. He points out all the rifles under the ceiling. Must be an old weapons cache. Okay. Interesting. Revolutionary period, so this place has a history. Tunnel has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Interesting. Alright, let's get out of there. And I want to see this thing. What is this? Is that the maker that has the thing inside? The USB? Frozen ice cream maker that is still running. This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. Has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. Crack it open! Very low. Now, turn the ice cream crank. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You never become a poet or an entreprenaut. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? Can I crack it open? The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but its lid simply won't budge. What is this? You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes. That's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but the ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. Where do we get one? I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool. I want to call the main quarters right now and get the tool because I want some ice cream. Can I do that? Just call the guys again that I called in the previous episode. And guys, I really want the ice cream. Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker. Okay, what about there? What's here? I want to see. 2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bar fridge and the black one onto the ice cream maker nearby. Unplug them. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Unplug the black cable. Something close to you dies with a soft electric pour. Why did you do that? It's black, it's not like the red one. The lieutenant raises his brows but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing. Okay, leave. What did I kill with that? Because I hope I made it inoperable. It will defrost and I will be able to open it, you know? Like, I'm actually smart. What's inside? Insane mesh tank top +1 to drama. I want to wear that. Close. Okay, so this gives me +1 to conceptualization, -1 to suggestion, but yeah, I prefer this one because it doesn't give me any minuses. It's great. What about this? Intercom wires running in the breaker box. Also, I would like to imagine that my wonderful detective actually undressed from his shirt and put this on right in front of Kim, just for no real reason. Okay, there's stairs down. This place is so huge. This is like just a small little location. What is happening? A cellar window. People speed shuffling by on the streets. Okay. What is there? This is some big load. I think there was going to be a city there. And I don't want to go out of the city. I want to still explore this place. It's interesting. There's so many weird things inside. And also money. I need money, okay? I still have to find a bag and get all those bottles. Yeah, it's a street, actually. Alright, so I went out this way. Can I actually go back in this way? Oh, so now it's open. Interesting. I don't think it was open before. Okay. Okay, so we are here again. And with that in mind, I wish to see more things. What is this? There we go. Money and Nosafed, which is going to help me heal my health. See? That's what I need. I can heal that. I can heal my morale with one of these things. That's great. I feel way better now. What is this? The wall collapse. It's inaccessible now. What is this? A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony. Kim, what was this thing? Is this a furnace? Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire, only dead rats. Smear your hands with coal. A large layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karsai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. Smear your cheeks black with coal. 3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul. What are you doing? I am the reincarnation of an ancient Lilmarian warrior. Please wipe your face clean, officer. Don't! These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to remove them. We're exploring this dark place and I need the protection my war paint affords. And this protects you? It gives me confidence, that's all that matters, Kim. Okay, sure, go ahead. He stubbornly looks away from you and the furnace. Look inside the furnace. It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness, you can hear chatter. It's coming from above, a voice or several voices talking to each other near the smoke chamber upstairs. What are you doing? The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating. Wait, really? The lieutenant sounds concerned. Take your head out of the chimney, please. It's not safe. It feel safe to know that the lieutenant's got your back, now and always. This sounded real, not imagined. Kick it with your foot. Ouch! A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. Okay. So wait, if I kick the furnace like more often enough, can I actually kill myself? Because I will get so little health that I will die? Is it possible? That's lovely. Anyway, let me see what's there. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go up because there was one little corridor I've missed. And I don't want to miss a thing. Yes, that's a song, I know. I want to sing it too. Oh, we need to find a song for ourselves, don't we? I almost forgot about that. This corridor here. See? I told you. You can go upstairs in here. An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here. Knock on it. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. Knock on it harder. Still nothing. Even harder. The curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now. There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on there. Okay. We'll do it. What's this? She's in a puddle of melting snow. There are people here. What is this? Postcard, La Delta 51. Okay, that's nice. Can I actually check it out? Is this something to interact with? No, it is something to sell. I'm going to sell all these things and I'm going to pay the guy my dues. Alright, so with that in mind, I want to go downstairs and I want to ask the guy about what the hell, I mean as the woman, about the things that I need to ask her about. I notice I slowly start to really get into this character and I myself start to have troubles finding the right words to the right situations. Anyway, woman, tell me your secrets. I'm going to flash the flashlight in your face.
You broke down the back door? The wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures. I suppose it's all over now. Her shoulders slump, as if a heavy burden lies on them. I guess there's no escape. What are you talking about? It's just a door. Just a door! The space is cursed, detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial arena for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. And that you've broken the door. The curse is coming to get me as well. She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. But I thought the curse wasn't real. Of course you did. You're nothing but a policeman. She shrugs. Alright, you know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's a little else to do. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Her eyes narrow as she whispers the name. Of course, the entity. Close your eyes. I didn't see her, but I sense her presence. You did, she gasps. It has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney? You mean the chimney is that part of the central furnace? Yes, I've heard that it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing here. Some natural magic, I assume. She shivers. You should go find the entity and ask what happened and to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe we could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something, you always do. Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too. Okay. I will go there in the next episode. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me for this episode of Disco Elysium. I really enjoyed this. It was super fun. So anyway, I hope that you guys are looking forward to the next one as much as I am. And in the meantime, don't get lost in the night. See ya. Bye.